Yeah, so I think one thing I know, look, you know, On3 released the most watched games, most watched college football teams in the 2025 regular season. And look, man, I think this kind of settles the debate, at least when it comes to, you know, when the SEC comes to the negotiating table, they deserve to be number one because the stats show they're number one. Look how many SEC. This is almost this. If you would have told me this is top 10 team, most watched teams in the SEC, I would have believed you. Like, is the college football is dominated viewership wise by the SEC, money wise by the SEC. It's just what it is. People want to watch the SEC. They want to watch SEC teams. That's what they want to watch. The people are telling you who they want to see. So when you come and when SEC comes to the negotiating table about, oh, we want this for the playoffs, we want this, we want that, the SEC has all the power right now to me because they're the one getting viewers in. Like, it's simple as that. Like this gives the SC the power to go to the negotiating table and demand what they want, pretty much, because it's stuff like this. Because only conference that's in here as an SEC is Big Ten, and the only teams in the Big Ten are Ohio State and Michigan. So if you're the Big Ten, you don't have speaking power right now because the numbers say people aren't looking to watch y'all like they're looking to watch the SEC. That's what the numbers say. So, and at the end of the day, the more people watch, the more money you make. So it's just like money runs everything. So look, it is what it is. But the SEC has all the negotiating power. It's the best conference in college football. I think the playoff rule, there's 7 teams in the top 15 for the college football playoffs, and they're from the SEC. What conference has more? What, the Big Ten with 5 or something, 4? Like, I mean, it's just like they're the best conference in college football. It's not even close. They're the most watched conference in college football. It's not even close. 8 of the top 10 most watched teams in the country are from the SEC. It's not even close. The next is 2 from the Big Ten. Not even close. So, I mean, I don't know what more the SEC spends. I can almost guarantee the SEC spends more money on college football and NIL. The SEC spends more money. If you like track what conferences spend the most money in college athletics, it'd be the SEC, and it wouldn't even be close. It just means, like, the saying about the SEC, it just means more, really rings true. Like, it just means more in the SEC. It means more in this conference. So, like, I'm just telling you now, man, like, when we go to this whole argument about who deserves to say what and decide how the playoffs looks for 16 teams, the SEC deserves to have all to say because they're the one pulling in all the money. And on top of that, it ain't just like, oh, well, they're pulling in money and they're pulling in ratings, but they're not. They're dominating on the field. Simple as that. They're dominating in the rankings. So you dominate on the field, you dominate when it comes to spending the most money, you dominate when it comes to ratings, and you dominate in the rankings. What more does there have to be to say this is the best conference in college football? And it's not even close. I don't know what more you need. Penn State looks like a mess. Now they hired Matt Campbell, A+ hire, but I mean, like, that Big Ten conference looks like a mess right now. No one's tuning in to watch Nebraska. Sorry to break it to you. USC ain't what it used to be. Like, I just don't, like, people don't want to watch Ohio State and Purdue, Indiana, UCLA. People don't want to watch that. So it's just the Big Ten has a big fall off, and they're gonna have to admit that. But when it comes to the 16 playoff, the SEC deserves all the demanding and whatever they want. Pretty much, they deserve the most power because they're running this thing right now, and it's not even close. That's just what it comes down to. So I don't want to hear about the Big Ten making these demands when the Big Ten got what room do you have to make demands? No one's looking to watch you right now. Your conference is doing horrible. Is doing horrible. I mean, like, what about the Big Ten do they deserve to become making demands? And like, it just, I don't see it. The SEC has done everything that you need to do to be the number one conference in college football, and they deserve, when these negotiations comes to pass with these 16-team playoff, that they deserve to have pretty much what they want, because the facts show the stats. This is not an opinion. This isn't, oh, who we think is the most watched. This is a facts tracked on numbers. This is who the most watched team. This is who they would. These are numbers. These are facts. The SEC is dominating. It is what it is. But I think this really puts it to bed. I know it's been a big debate about who's better, SEC, Big Ten. This debate right now, to me, as of this year and right now, it's over. The Big Ten will have another season going to next year to see if they can make their comeback. But as of right now, it's not a debate. And when that 16 playoff conversation comes together and the SEC comes down with the Big Ten, like, the Big Ten needs to start letting SEC be the top dog, because that's what they are. The SEC is the top dog, and so until the Big Ten shows that they're top dog, they don't have much room to really speak to me. Simple as, especially when people aren't tuning in to watch you at the end of the day.